after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
They're running it. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Jackson throwing again. He lets this one fly toward the back. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understand.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the switch.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are able to cut into that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Travion Williams with his first career NFL touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
He's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Sets up the screen to Lewis. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hatchet. Check 31, check 31.
They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Complete. This is Lewis. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Winston now. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Winston steps away to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Winston from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Levante David able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and this one complete to Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got Smith here. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Ready. Black 25. Too low. 30. Check 26. Hey,
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They go play action. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. O'Neill's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
You got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson, it's caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Jackson. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. He may try and run for this. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Hey, ready? Black 25, green 17. Hey, pick it up.
Winston here to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Jackson. And quick throw here, that's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some food. Team touch every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?